Today is Earth Day. It's just a global celebration and a call to continue to try and protect our planet. Now, oceans make up more than 70% of the Earth's surface, and there's so much we're still learning about them and that we can still continue to learn from space. NASA actually launched its newest satellite called PACE into orbit in February. And today, meteorologist Kim Castro over at our sister station in Houston talks with a NASA scientist about what makes this satellite so important to the planet.
Happy Earth Day, Houston. Joining me is NASA expert Dr. Kirk Nobelspees, who works on the PACE mission. Dr. Nobelspees, thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
So PACE looks at the colors of the ocean around the globe. What exactly is ocean color, and what does it tell us about ocean health?
Well, we might think the oceans are just blue, but they're not. They have all sorts of colors. And those colors represent what's in the ocean, namely phytoplankton, which are microscopic algae that live in the oceans. They work a lot like plants on land, which means they're green. They have chlorophyll because they're part of the photosynthesis process. Before now, we were able to understand how much phytoplankton is living there. Now we will have the ability to differentiate between different types of phytoplankton, which play different roles in the ecosystem and in our climate.
Fantastic. Climate impacts are something that we have to be very mindful of, particularly here in Houston when we're really focused about ocean temperatures and as it relates to ocean waters and the warming of those temperatures and the potential for the hurricane season to be a little bit more active. Are you monitoring temperature along with the kind of life ecosystems that are living in these oceans?
But not on the PACE mission, but there are other satellites and other resources that are monitoring temperature in the oceans. Last year was the warmest year on record in terms of temperature, both on land and in the ocean. And that has an impact on the ecosystems in the ocean. And that's the sort of thing that we're observing with PACE.
Well, we're so excited to follow you along on your research, and thank you for doing this important research and bringing awareness to it on Earth Day. Dr. Nobelspees, thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks for having me.